Dependable boss is how you win the whole thing and lift up with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked. I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
To kick off for the
Fun time of year, Halloween just a few days away, but right now we've got some football to play, and away we go. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That's out quickly to London. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And looking to throw, Penix. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Nick Folk for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Buccaneers nothing. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mayfield to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka. 61 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give left side to Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First down.
Here's Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On the give, here's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Buccaneers' 7-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mayfield now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Running free at the 45. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mayfield on play action. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bucs at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Open man is Ibuka. And down inside the 15 he goes. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Run. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the third round. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Irving. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They'll throw with Penix.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
For the extra point.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Buccaneers 9. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in this second half on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He's got his man, London, right side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To the air, Penix.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Penix. And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. Well, listen, we know that kickers are not infallible. Every one of us knows that, but still, down by 3 in the third quarter, this is definitely a makeable distance. But he doesn't hit it quite right, and it remains a 3-point game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, Mayfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to number 7, Bucky Irving. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted them.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucky Irving with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Buccaneers 28, Falcons 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This is 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll run here with Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
They'll drop the throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
But hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. They are going for it. Penix. This is Robinson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw.
Branch with a catch.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
In today's NFL, size is a consideration, but it's not something that will limit you. He may be only 5'8", but extremely shifty and quick. He can run deep routes and take the top off of defenses.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
He sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
A gain of 10 yards. And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irvin.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Pass caught by Hooper.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9. Brings up
one final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we